is what we call
hater shit.
There is no better term. Vlog. Whatever. It's morning time or noon or something like that. We woke up where we were outside somewhere, God only knows where, and
she woke up, she didn't know where she was at. Updates. Stayed in a little overhang spot in the tent last night. If anyone wants to get us a hotel, it would be my first indoor accommodation in 6 months. I'm 14 weeks pregnant. The targeting is preventing me from seeing my daughters right now, and my son seemed a little out of it, but otherwise normal when he picked up Vivi's birthday gift last night. Oh, snap! So your daughter wouldn't even come pick it up. Your son had to pick it up. I'm wondering why he even went to go pick it up. I'm telling you, kids ain't dumb. Don't fucking act like they are, especially your own.
And by the O'Hare area, underneath like a little shelter type of structure, cement structure. I'm so hot and sweaty. I literally take about an hour and a half to get ready. Getting ready consists of throwing my hair. Well, actually, I poured a whole bottle of water on my hair, tied it with a clip, and put a hat on. I untied it because the sun was so blazing that I needed the wetness from my hair to like cool off my back and my neck because I felt short of breath, dizzy, just as if I was like moving through water, but there's no water in the air, you know, like, you know how like you try to run in water and it's like, you're like, that's how I felt. So, vlog.
She does need to be careful with that. I was wondering, what the weather is like. I imagine it's hot, but where I'm at, it's today, it's triple digits, I believe. It's like it's a little above 100, and it is hot. Like, I can't stand it. I can't remember how hot it is. And then to make it worse, like the other day, I was outside and it was so hot, and the wind was blowing, and usually it's like, oh, it feels so good. But this time, lately, the wind blew and it felt like whenever you sit in your car on a hot day and you turn on the fucking heater, like, it's bad. And I've been getting that way too, which I have other things going on. It's not just the heat. But that's just no joke to it. You can't fucking, no, she can't play with that. And she's fucking pregnant. See, I'm way too, like, sensitive to this stuff. Like, what would happen if she, like, overheated or had, like, a heat stroke or some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be extra, extra careful. And that's why people feel so bad. I mean, I feel bad for her because it sucks. So I couldn't imagine being pregnant and having to deal with it. But you would think, yet again, that would give you some motivation to get your ass up and be like, I can't fucking live like this. I'm getting me a motherfucking job and getting some paychecks before I get any bigger and any further along. Like, shit. If you can get away with nobody even got to know you're pregnant right now. What else did I need to mention? I don't know. I'm still kind of questioning why her daughter didn't pick it up and why her son even did, you know? I thought she was probably like, you know what, I don't want to go see her, but I do want a gift, so will you go get it and see what it is? I wonder if like someone had to give the son something in return, You know what I'm saying? Just to come see them or to pick something up. Wait a second. How old's her son? So he's not driving. He's not driving, is he? Or maybe he is. They are pretty close in age. I was about to say, if he wasn't driving, who the fuck, who brought him? And this is what I was just talking about. Like, she doesn't want to go get her a birthday gift, but her brother goes get it. I don't know how old he is. I want to say about 14. I mean, not 14, maybe 15. Could be 14, but maybe 15. No, probably 14. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's something that's probably no one wanted to do. No one wanted to go fucking see Heather and pick up a fucking gift, but they probably did it for the little girl or for her daughter. And she obviously didn't even fucking want it, but I'm fucking curious too. I wish she would, like, I'm looking on the Instagram. I'm wondering, like, is she gonna post something about it? Neither one of them has. Like, if Heather got something for her daughter, she would have taken a picture of it. Y'all know she fucking would have. So where's the picture? Where is it at? There's, like, I just find it really hard to believe because remember whenever it was Christmas and she had to show off all the gifts that she was getting the kids? I think it was Easter or something like that. And the same thing. So why haven't we seen pictures of her birthday gift? Obviously she didn't get a nice dinner. So where's her gift?
Hey guys, good morning. Thank God for this filter because I'm looking
Do y'all see? Ew, look at Xavier. Look how big her boobies are. Big old melons. It makes me so mad. Every single time I see him, I think, get off. Every single time I see him, it just reminds me, pregnant. And so here she goes in her British accent. She got that from Britney Spears.
pretty rough without it. GoPro Solo, it's Coco, what up? It's Heather, Sansa, all that shit. I'm having a rough morning, as you can tell. Hold on, can I take off the filter while I'm on the live?
Whoa, did y'all just see that? Filters are crazy, bro. Like, I was like, dang, she doesn't look very good. Like, why is she, like, where's she at? Because she kind of looks crazy. You would have thought she would have, like, brushed her hair or something. And then she took the filter off. That was a filter. And she still looked... Why didn't you brush your hair, Heather?
Babe, wait. Okay.
I need the other bottom piece. I don't know. It's not charged.
It's what?
I'm literally... Dude, it's freaking me out. I'm literally watching her nose get smaller. Like, you can... These fucking filters, bro. Like, they was changing her nose. Like, oh my gosh. These filters make you look so different. False advertisement.
What?
It's not charged right. I gotta go get my bottom piece, but I still put it on.
Okay, thank you.
Well, it looks like you have some good days and some bad days too, because sometimes you're so nice and sweet to Xavier, and other times you're so mean and hateful.
What's going on, you guys?
Hola!
So, it's me, Heather. Where's my car? They're following me around with cataracts again. They're the exact same body style, make, and year as.
Shut the front door, this stupid ass drama motherfucking shit. Shut up. Are you seriously saying again people are driving around stalking you in the same fucking car that you used to have? Do you not understand how many make and models of that motherfucker that there is in this world? How many there is in Illinois alone? Nobody is stalking you. And I'm not going to believe it until you either seek help, fucking show receipts, or fucking buck.
My Cadillac that they destroyed. Well, my Cadillac, to be honest, is not destroyed. It's in Valdosta, Georgia. Anyone who's...
What? Did she just say it wasn't destroyed? First of all, you destroyed it. Second of all, if it wasn't destroyed, it wouldn't be at a shop. But how are you going to sit here and say, oh, I wish I was like, what I need to start doing is doing those videos side by side of Heather contradicting herself. Because she just said that it was not destroyed. And not that long ago, she was talking about how it was parked in a gated community and someone got over the fence and totally destroyed her vehicle and fucked with the wires and completely destroyed it. Completely destroyed it. But now it was, now, okay. I can only tell you, I'm telling you, I can only take so much. It's like everything that she says is a contradiction or a lie or fucking shut up bullshit.
Familiar with what's going on, knows what's going on. But because of all that shit, we are like finding any and every opportunity to do work and rarely getting a chance. Like we have to steal moments to get photo shoots in, and it's been very difficult.
You have to steal moments. You're such a motherfucking thief that you steal moments too. What the fuck? Look, if you're, I don't, like, I'm just so, like, this is so crazy to me. You're so desperate, right? But neither one of y'all will get a job. Neither one. Y'all both need a job. And Xavier, since you knocked her up, and even if you didn't knock her up, you're the man, you're the fiance, you need to take care of her. Y'all both need help, and y'all both need to get a job. And I love y'all in my comments, but she has some of y'all fooled. She is not as sick as you may think she is. She can have a job. She can get a job if she wants a job. I personally think she should go get an evaluation and start getting help and start talking to someone and then start her job. But worst comes to worst, she can handle a fucking job. It's her and herself that doesn't want the job, and then she fucks it up and then wants to blame it on other people. She can hold out. She can get a job. That shit makes me so for real, bro. She ain't that fucking mentally ill, and she even said that she was not mentally ill. So if you're not mentally ill, what's your excuse of getting a job? I mean, the best idea that I've heard was y'all go work at a hotel so y'all can stay there. Y'all can be compensated, like y'all can stay there for fucking free. And then you work at the hotel. And then while you're doing that, go see a caseworker, go see a doctor, go see a counselor. Look for a second job that you would like better. I mean, you're not going to be in an apartment overnight, but my gosh, you have to take the steps.
We still, for anyone watching, have only done 2 out of 4 of the Element series, and I told you guys I wanted to redo the Earth part of the shoot because I'm not completely happy with what I have. What I'd much rather do is keep what I have for Earth as well as water and add to it just to make it more complete. It's giving, but it's not exactly what I wanted. So we're doing that again. You guys know my situation. So we're moving around. I have been unlawfully displaced after being abused.
Stop. Fucking stop. Can we hear a news story? I want to know what bullshit she was talking about with the team. Why is she trying to get a team together? I'm so curious. Like she does have some crazy ways of thinking. But I don't feel like listening to the same fucking story over and over again. Like you literally say it every day, Heather. We know.
Sexually, physically assaulted, robbed, among other things for the past several years. Law enforcement has been involved, but not directly. They never speak with me directly unless it's to tell me not to sleep somewhere. I have contacted my attorney every opportunity that I've gotten, but they disconnect my phone calls every single time that I do. So working on GoPro solo has been incredibly difficult, but also like an escape, from this drama.
Got that.
Doing the GoPro
Production bottom piece.
Okay, great. Over here. For the next week, I'd really love to get the fire portion of the Elements shoot shot. And I'd love to get the storyline created for season 1 of the show. What I want for season 1 is a hospital setting.
Okay, let me go ahead and say a hospital setting because you're gonna go get help. I swear, you better not involve the twins into this shit. And what is this? Is this an actual show? Because first, the Coco show was a it actually seems to be a few different things, but the last one was webisodes. So she would do it on like SoundCloud or whatever. So what's going on now? Especially if it's like in a hospital setting, like is this the same thing, or are y'all seriously trying to make a show and act it out? That's what you love to do, right?
Working in a hospital setting, becoming incredibly overwhelmed by working in a hospital setting, and slowly, is it working now? And slowly beginning to burn out over a period of
What?
4 to 6 years.
Are you
I want us to start the season with the 4th or 6th year, like the end of the career. So in the beginning of the season, I want the person to be happy but burnt out. By the end of season 1, I want her to be on her way out of the hospital setting and into this next set of shit, which happens to be for season 2.
So is this like based on your life? Is that what you're trying to say? Like you were working in the medical field and you were so burnt out, so then you started to go into the sex industry.
Nightlife for season 3, webcam modeling. So it's going from being like a regular 9-to-5 woman, mom, in person for a lifetime, very square, so to speak, to like being led down all of these different paths. And each season will be the same character in a different capacity. And this is based off of a lot of events in my real life. It's not all 100%, there's some fiction, but I want...
There's some fiction. I think there's already been.
That to be the main focus. I am not willing for you guys to put me through psychological abuse so that you can get an idea of how the situation really was. If I can't explain it to you verbally in a straightforward conversation, I'm not interested in recreating it. Anyone who is involved in creating these circumstances, I don't care your purpose, where my free will is being hijacked so that you can sponge off of the energy in an effort to create some sort of creative masterpiece, I will be pressing charges against. So this is fair warning. I'm all for musing in a way that's um, in a way that is my own, in a way that is organic, in a way that is natural. I'm not for the fake, situations over and over and over again that are recreations or exaggerations or recreations of traumatic things I've gone through, so that you guys can get a feel. Is that right? I can verbally explain it. You don't need to do that, and I would ask that you stop immediately for the millionth time. So that's that. Lastly, I don't know, what's going to come of this once I'm on the other side of all of this and I have my life back. People are going to have to start collaborating in a way that's not over lives, and in order for us to get anywhere. And if you can think of some sort of way around that, I'm all ears. But my DM is compromised. My email is compromised. My text messaging is compromised. So unless I'm basically face to face with you, or maybe Zooming, like something on a live call. But what I mean by compromise is I'll tell you to call me at 6. I'll sit here with my phone on, connected to Wi-Fi, strong Wi-Fi, like not on the phone with anyone. 6 will come and go, and my phone will not ring. I'll get a hold of the person that I was supposed to be, rallying with. And I'm pissed because they didn't call, and they're pissed because I didn't answer. So it's been an issue. The tech boxing, I call it obstruction of justice as well. What I mean by tech boxing, and this is in my real life, and it also interferes with GoPro Solo and the production portion of things, is that if I have all these business meetings or production meetings or creative meetings scheduled, even if it's just a conversation, and you're making it impossible to reach me, we're going off of the vibe and what we think we want, and I don't want that anymore. So let's try to find a way, please, to get this situation around me resolved as quickly as possible.
Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry.
And, get back to it. If anyone has any ideas or wants to step up and take on the accounting and handle the budget, that'd be great. We do have a lot of sponsors.
Oh gosh,
a lot of the sponsors that we have that as options don't want to give up creative control, and it's not up for negotiation. I will not stand out of the creative, and I will not give my permission for my story, my likeness, or my company to be portrayed in any way other than the way it's intended, which is to tell a story, embellishing, as I said, to convey emotion.
Am I seriously spelling everything wrong?
Perception
possible
is a different thing than just creating false narratives. We can do that. We can make a different show. We can make a different series. But for GoPro Solo, the series, this is what I want and what I've envisioned. And as I said, I'm open to conversation about and creative impact and opinion, but to change the entire thing, it's not going to happen, and you would be wasting your time. So if you're good at negotiating, if you're good at fundraising, please find a way to reach me. I'm currently in the Chicago area. I go back and forth mainly between O'Hare and downtown Chicago. When I'm downtown Chicago, I try to stay near the Gwen, so the Nordstrom and the Gwen, Michigan Avenue area. I'm always outside. I'm moving around typically with a big, huge cart that says Chicago Fire on it, and it's red. So please approach me. I'd love to discuss it. As far as sponsorship and fundraising goes, like I said before, I've received thousands of dollars, but without the right team to funnel the money in the right areas, it's all useless. And when we're struggling to come up with a budget to put a roof over everyone's head and food in everyone's stomach, and we don't have anyone pre-planning that, we're just spending frivolously, and it's not even like in a way that's luxurious and feels good. It's in a way that it's like, damn, you know. So I want everyone to have a luxurious time, and I want this
It's not
to
real,
be.
but it's not real.
What do you mean?
What?
What you see on Instagram, these people traveling to
Okay,
Indonesia.
I want everyone on the project to work together to create luxury, and you can do that at any budget and price point. I've proven that time and time again. What I need is someone who's better at money than I am. I'm great at generating income. I'm great at fundraising. I'm great at articulating, and I'm great at persuasion. What I'm not great at is allocating the funding in a way that makes sense to cover the most people in the way that allows for the most comfortable quality of life for everyone. So I'd love to have someone on the team who could take that over. Also, we need, in the big picture of things, someone who can be security. And I'm not talking about a strong arm. I'm talking about a cyber security. The only way to protect the money is if I have someone protecting it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, monitoring the accounts. There have been hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of times in the past 10 years that my accounts have been drained, skimmed. I have gone to the FBI. This is not a joke or a laughing matter. I'm being completely dead ass serious. I have gone to the FBI. I've gone to the police, local, state, federal authorities at every level to report all of the skimming. Some days it'll be like $8. Other days it'll be my entire account. And it first started when I was at Northwestern Hospital, and I had an account with Chase Bank. I was working full-time at Northwestern Hospital as an admin for endocrinology and rheumatology mainly, but I also worked for all of the other doctors, primary care, internal medicine, ear, nose, and throat. Plastic surgery was there, but that was the only practice I didn't work with. Dermatology, gastroenterology, neurology, allergy and sinus, allergy and immunology. I mean, you name it. I did diabetic education, you name it. So I'm very familiar with that realm of things, and I know that we need cybersecurity. So this has nothing to do with my niche or my genre or what field I'm working in. Since I was in administration, my accounts have been being fucked with. I have been reporting it every single time. The first time it happened was like 3 weeks prior to Christmas. I was going to Target to buy my kids Christmas gifts, and my entire check and like a couple hundred from the previous check, so about $2,000-3,000, was being spent right in front of me. Radio Shack, and I'm watching rental cars. I'm watching the money coming out one by one by one in a way that felt so hopeless and powerless to stop it from, being taken. So I do need to add someone who can handle that to the team. And I think once we pass those two hurdles, it'll be smooth sailing. It's a completely different story when I'm not being separated and held away from my 3 children. And forced to sleep outdoors or undergo these tedious conditions environmentally. And that is the holdup. So when you see these series that are supposed to be being released, we can sell these as NFTs. Absolutely. I don't need to be the only model. What I'm producing for GoPro Solo is my vision board for the company. These are my passion projects, which I hope will be worth a ton of money one day, but they are only models, right? What do I mean by model? A model, as Xavier was explaining before, if you're a fashion model, you're not the art piece, right? The clothing is the art piece, and you are essentially a mannequin for the art. You are a medium for the art. You are the canvas. You are not the art.
You're not paid to be beautiful.
Right. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to explain when I release these NFTs and these series, is that all of these series have so many opportunities to be profitable, even if you just start with something like a subscription section. Thank you. Cut them in half. Here.
I don't know if that's hurting or not.
It is. It has chipotle whatever sauce on it. But yeah, so that's kind of what it is. And we can do anything. Nothing can stop us. They've only found a way to delay us so far, right? So if they weren't in my way, I would have all the series completed in a day. That's realistic. You could ask my former assistant, Amy. I'm a beast. And when I make a goal, I get the goal accomplished. I smash that shit. So you can trust and believe that if there weren't a whole bunch of motherfuckers standing directly in my way, this would already be accomplished. If you'd like to be a part of the solution, I'm incredibly grateful. If you'd like to donate, please do so. $, it's through Cash App only is where I take donations. $ Heather GoPro Solo. I'll post it after this. If you want to be a part of the conversation and you're broke, I don't care. Be a part of the conversation. One thing I will not tolerate is drug use. If you have a drug problem, but you're a creative, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I won't accept it. I don't care if you smoke pot, and do, whatever it is that you need to do, have an occasional drink. I'm not going to be able to be with a team that has issues. I need you to check out, go handle that, and come back when you're sober. If you've been sober for 3 weeks, you're welcome to come back. You don't have to be a lifelong angel. I'm not looking for saints here. Just I can't have the drama. I have no more space. So, what?
So go to AA if you need to.
Right, exactly. Handle that shit. If you're actively enrolled in resolution to those problems, my doors are always open to the company and to the think tanks. So, thank you guys for your time again. I am incredibly frustrated, but also hopeful. We're still making progress, even though it's a lot slower than previously anticipated. And for everyone who's been asking, yes, my oldest daughter just turned 17 years old. I can't even believe it. I'm 29. I'm never getting a day older than 29, but my oldest just turned 17. She was not answering for me, refusing to come pick up her gift on her birthday. This was the first year in 17 that I've not been able to give her a hug and a kiss on her birthday and celebrate with her. So I was devastated. Plus I'm pregnant and my hormones are all over the place. So I'm already sad to begin with, or unmanageable hormones at the moment. And what I'd really like for you guys to do is just, like I said, be there, just contribute, be there, and let's keep going. I love you guys so much. I'm going to post the hashtag again, hashtag $, Heather, my first name, GoPro Solo, and you guys have a